What if I told you you might never have seen Nighthawks without the artist's wife? Welcome to Art and Commerce, where we talk about all things related to art and money. And right now we're in a little series about the biggest financial asset that an artist can have, I think, a wife. Back to Hopper. You know his work, even if you don't know that you know his work. But what you may not know is that when Hopper and his wife Jo get together in their 40s, she is actually the successful artist in the equation. He hasn't sold a painting in 10 years, and she is exhibiting her work alongside Picasso and Man Ray and others. So Jo is not doing too shabby. She puts in a good word for Hopper and helps him get included in an exhibition that she's participating in. They acquire one of his paintings, and that leads to Hopper having this solo show that sells out. This is like the launch of Hopper's career as we know it. And of course, that sold out show does not happen without Hopper's just natural talent. I'm not trying to undercut that. But he'd had that talent going for him for the previous 10 years and was still working in commercial art and hating it. And, that's how he was making his living. So I think Joe really came along and became the jet fuel that got his talent from this thing he is good at to in front of the market and to like something he could actually do for a living. Once Hopper's work took off, Joe managed his records, gallery placements, communication. She was the engine and the tracks that kept the Hopper machine moving. And on top of all this, she was his companion, his wife, and his model for 4 decades. She did continue to paint the rest of her life, but she did not receive encouragement from Hopper. In fact, he quite often would speak down to her about her work. And she did have this knowledge that both of them could not shine. Even as Hopper's career progressed and they enjoyed success together, they would also get into these vicious, what they call them scraps, but like she was drawing blood, he was leaving bruises. It was a contentious marriage to the point where for their 25th wedding anniversary, Joe joked that they should get a Medal of Honor for distinguished combat. So a complicated marriage, to say the least. She wrote in her diary, "Of course, if there can be room for only one of us, it must undoubtedly be he. I can be glad and grateful for that." Jo did donate a lot of her own art and her husband's art to the Whitney Museum of American Art, and her art obviously sat in an archive, a basement, for a very long time. But there have been recent efforts to bring it out, let it see the sun, and let the rest of us see the artist behind the artist. Follow for more about wives and the financial impact they had on their artist husbands.